Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Madam, my friends and my partner. My name is Shakira Husna binti Rosli, matric number 270673. So, I want to introduce you guys with my partner for this video. Hi Ilya.
Hi Husna. Assalamualaikum and have a good day to all of you guys. My name is Nur Ilya Maisara binti Syarab with matric number 280856. So in this video, Husna and I will share with you guys the pros and cons working part-time while studying. First and foremost, I am very sure that most of us are very familiar with this issue. Students with excellent time management skills can balance work and study, but most students are cautious about taking on so much responsibility. So, is it possible for students to focus on CGPA scores when they have a part-time job? Even though it is a major distracting factor, a job can have a positive influence on the studying process. But it is all about prioritizing. There are many things to consider before making the decision to get the job while studying. Hopefully, these pros and cons will make up your mind. So I will pass to Husna first to continue the discussion.
Thank you Ilya. Now, let's start our discussions with pros working while study. First, stable income. This is the first benefit that comes to my mind. Everybody work for money because we need money to survive in our life. Students often complain about their financial problem. So, getting a part-time job will solve this problem. Some students do not want burden their parents. So, getting a part-time job will solve their financial problem in university. Income that get from part-time job we use for personal expenses, pay education fees, and pocket money in university. Second, work experience. Of course, as student we need to focus in our study, but for student can do two things in one time, we got a lot of advantage. This is because they will get valuable work experience. They will learn many skills from their past job. For example, communication skills, interpersonal skills, self-confidence, problem-solving skills, and many more. The experience for part-time job can be add value from them after graduation from university. As we know, employee want people with knowledge, employee want people with experience. They will get a lot of advantage when find their job because they have their experience and working skills. Number 3, time management skills. Time management skill is the ability to use your time effective and efficient. Some students think there is no way to combine your time between your study and working. But if we manage our time properly, we can face that. The type schedule will help us to understand the real value of time and spend time wisely. Many of students fail to manage our time properly, including myself. Last minute working is very popular among students. Getting a part-time job will help students to learn how to manage time between work and study. Last but not least, grade booster. Believe it or not, students who have a part-time job can actually be a positive impact for their CGPA or GPA in their study. This is because students who have part-time job is actually a hard-working person. Even they have their financial problem, they still have their motivations to continue their study. So this is a best motivation for them to get a best result when graduations. They have a strong inspirations and motivations in their self to continue their study. Even they have to work in the same time. There are pros working while studying. First, stable income. Second, working experience. Third, time management skills. 4. Academic booster. What about cons? So, Ilya will explain about cons working while studying. So, Ilya, you can continue.
Thank you, Husna, for the nice sharing. Everything has a good side and a bad side, and this is no exception. It is left to us to decide whether the good outweigh the bad. Only then shall we go ahead with whatever is it we plan to do. So now, let me take turn to continue with the cons of working part-time while studying. A part-time job can be less of a benefit and more of distraction for the typical student. You won't make a lot of money working minimum wages jobs, especially after you factor in transportation costs, meals, and work clothes. So here are the 4 points of cons that I will share with you. So the first one is working part-time while studying will hog your time. Even though working while you study might seem like a great option, these two activities are both very demanding. It would take someone with exceptional time management skills to manage time effectively and balance the two activities. If you are planning on taking evening shifts, this could negatively affect your study pattern and could even lead to low grades, especially if you are a below average student. In the same vein, if you also decide to take morning shifts, you might miss a couple of lectures, go late sometimes, or you could be too tired by the time you get off a long shift with no time to sleep. Opponents of students taking part-time job insist that such students will face a decline in the studies. We have 24 hours per day. However, students who work were being affected by the lack of time because it will occupy students' precious time for college work. We will have no longer time to finish homework assigned by the lecturers or widen our knowledge through reading books. As I mentioned this earlier, it could lead to bad grades. However, it is important that I lay a little emphasis on the possibility of getting a bad result as a result of working while studying. This could be due to the demanding nature of some employers or productivity and consistency expected from you no matter the season. This may also be required when you are writing exams or when you have to study for a quiz or an exam. This would definitely have a negative effect on your grades no matter how intelligent you are, especially if you do not know what you are doing. If you are a university student, lecture attendance is probably a criteria to write the course exam, but juggling school and work might jeopardize your perfect attendance and could prevent you from taking multiple exams. As a student, it is not new that lecturers are fond of pop quizzes and this could count in your general result. So, attendance is very crucial if you plan not to repeat any course. If you are planning to work while study, it is important for you to pay attention to the real reason you went to school, and that is to get good grades and earn a degree. Next, you will have no work benefits as a part-time employees have. This means no insurance, health benefits, sick leave, or holiday pays. Furthermore, there isn't much of the job security, as most time part-timers are laid off before full-timers. So, while you get to learn and experience the job, You don't know how long you will be working there for. This makes it hard to become a permanent source of income. For example, no job security. Having a part-time job often implies no job security. And in case of an economic crisis, just like what we are going through right now, it is most likely that the company is going to let the part-time workers go. Next example is no health insurance. The importance of health and safety at workplace is very important, and employers are very keen to make sure that nothing unfortunate happens to their employees. In this day and age, where medical treatment costs so much, not having any sort of medical insurance is a huge risk. In case of any medical emergency, if you are forced to spend from your own pocket, it could cost you a bomb. Last but not least is exhaustion. I will tell you this experience. Working while studying is exhausting. It is probably one of the most exhausting activities you can ever try to balance. Study in university and taking part-time job take us most of the day. We will always busy and feel exhausted because each day we have the defined amount of energy. After attending class for most of the day, then you need to go to the workplace, and late night we'll do the research for the project and settle down the assignment. Naturally, we don't have enough 8 hours to sleep, which can lead to being sick. I think that's all from me for the cons of working part-time while studying. Hopefully, these pros and cons will really make up your mind. Thank you.
In conclusions, working while studying have a pros and cons, like win-win situations. Before making any decisions, you must examine your current situations and discuss with your family. You must think properly how to manage your time between study and working, and also how to handle situations when you get a lot of assignments and at the same time you need to work. As I can say, everybody has their own motivation. If you are really hardworking person and have a strong motivation in yourself, you can do this. That's all from our group. Thank you.